Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. So likely to kick it deep to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. So Missouri's offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these 2 running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have 2 guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed their running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Turning it on! He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Vick. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Runs through a tackle.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 20. Missouri gets to the line quickly. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up the fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
And he missed it. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. So Georgia's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And breaks into the open. This guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run it from the gun. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Punts it out of the air. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes a move. Smashes ahead. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for room at the 30. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. To To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
And it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Oh, he's got some just steamrolling the defense. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got it in the middle. It's Camarda. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Camarda. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Touch pass on the run. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And the try is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Well, that last missed field goal is essentially a microcosm of the year it's been for this football team. Things just not going the right way. On offense, on defense, and on special teams. Guys, it's just been that kind of year.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have have offensively, you saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to make Matt. There he goes. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. A run for the quarterback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Now on 2nd down. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he's got it inside the 35. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Looking downfield on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
Man, I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Tigers are on the move. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. downfield again. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses, Georgia's...
He'll take a shot. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 4 over ULM. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back has it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pulls and fires complete.
I know everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Going the other way, and he's got room. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Scrambling away. He's going to run it. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Keep it on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Quarterback will keep it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And there he is, the nation's leader in sacks, coming up with yet another one. Week after week, teams try to find a way to stop this guy. They just can't figure him out. He's too big, he's too fast, and he has a knack for getting to quarterbacks.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Makes the grab. It's Vick. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. So Missouri will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch inside his 40. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Quarterback adapted. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And he had just enough to will that one home. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He'll try to do it himself. And the defense drags him down. Missouri wants to go fast. Wants to fire on 2nd down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Trying to play a little field position with that high pump. The raindrops kept falling on his head, and he muffed it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Working that left side now. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Camarda. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Quick completion on the out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And you want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch. They really don't catch well. But the defender's main job has to be separating that ball from the wide receiver. And usually that requires knocking that thing down as the wide receiver's trying to catch it.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he muffs it, a loose football. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a...
Turning it on. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Inside the 40. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. And the route is on.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch him, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Wisconsin. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Now on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Breaks into the open. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting him out flanked with the wildcat.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
The Dogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They're dealing with a second and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackle.
Got some room in it to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. From the gun. Rushes on him. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some...
Oh, he's got some space. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give him a different look. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. That's reeled in. It's Vic. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The quick out. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. From midfield, looking for room. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game, and I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Trying to get the edge on the right. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Vick. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So first down will open up the final period. Snap to the back. Got room to work. Oh, what a cut. There. Oh, another great move. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Oregon is ahead early right now, but years past they've had Michael James or Joey Harrington. They don't have that guy this year, and that's why this is tight. They're up by 11 over Wisconsin. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to take off. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Wants to return it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Mack has it. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen this.
Turning it on! He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right?
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ali. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, and he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks, and you just want to go.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Finding an escape route. Breaks into the open. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Quarterback keeps it. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Ali. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. Man down on the play as the officials take a break. Checked out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got the back in the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Missouri will have to send out the punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look and create an opportunity for big plays.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. Got a paw on it near the goal line. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Dead center perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really... And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the wildcat there.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, those plays are frustrating on the defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ali. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air on 1st down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Dogs! The defense putting points on the board. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes.